Well, hello, Charlie's friends. It's so good to see you. Hello, Charlie's friends. Hello, Charlie's friends. Hello, Charlie's friends. We're really glad you're here. Say your name when I go like this. I want to say hello to you. Hello. 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 We're really glad you're here. Hello, you. Hello, you. Hello. We're really glad you're here. Hello, Charlie's friends. I missed you. I'm so excited to read stories with you. Hello, Charlie's friends. Hello, Charlie's friends. We're really glad you're here. Did you bring your spider? Okay, take out your spider. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Where's your rain? Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Uh-oh, where's your sun? There it is. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And take your spider out. The itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Okay. Charlie's friends, do you have a pet that you live with? Maybe a dog? Maybe a kitty cat? Meow. A lion? Roar. A fish? Glub, glub, glub. A monkey? Oh, a bird? Tweet, tweet, tweet. Or maybe a Sparky. What's a Sparky? Well, we're going to find out. Sparky! Oh, I wanted a pet. Did you ever want a pet? A bird or a bunny? Or maybe a trained seal? My mother said no to the bird. Nope to the bunny. No, no, no to the trained seal. I asked her every day for a whole month until she finally said, okay, you can have a pet, any pet. You can have any pet you want as long as it doesn't need to be walked or bathed or fed. I made her promise. And then I went to the school librarian. Mrs. Nickelbaum, who knows everything in the world. Well, she pointed me to Volume 5 of the Animal Encyclopedia. And Charlie's friends, this is what I found. Sloth. Have you ever heard of a sloth? Sloths have been known to sleep more than 16 hours a day. Whoa! Do you like to sleep? That's a lot of sleeping. And sloths sometimes hang upside down in trees, barely moving for long periods of time. Do you hang upside down from trees? Sloths survive by eating leaves and drinking the dew that collects on leaves. Oh. It's said that sloths are the laziest animals in the world. Wow. Well, my sloth arrived by express mail. Oh. Hello, sloth. It was about the size of a medium-ish dog, with a flat nose and a monkey face. My mother wasn't happy. But a promise is a promise, I said. Oh, Sparky. That's what I decided. Meet Sparky, Charlie's friends. Sparky, that'll be your name. Hello, Sparky. Hello, Sparky. Hello, Sparky. We're really glad you're here. I took Sparky outside to his tree. Here's your tree, Sparky. Sparky went right to sleep. Sparky? Shh, he's sleeping. I made a sign. Have you ever made a sign? Well, I made one. And it said, guard sloth. Not a guard dog, a guard sloth. Enter at your own risk. And I put it under the tree. This is my guard sloth. It's going to protect me. Well, it was 2 whole days before I saw him awake. 2 whole days. Sparky didn't know a lot of games, so I taught him some games. Okay, Sparky, we're going to play King of the Mountain. Ready? Okay. King of the Mountain! I won. I know. We'll play hide and seek, okay? Go hide, Sparky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Sparky's still there. I won. We played Kung Fu Fighter. Ready? Kung Fu Fighter. I won. We played Statue. Statue is where you stand very still and you don't move. I think Sparky won that one. Actually, Sparky's very, very good at statue. Well, that weekend, Mary Potts came over to investigate. Let me show you what Mary Potts is like. Well, this is a picture of her room. Before Mary even took off her coat, she said, "Let me see your new pet." I had some worries, but I took her out to see Sparky's tree. And Sparky opened his eyes and looked at us. And then he closed them again. I rubbed his belly, but it was too late. We stood there for a while watching him sleep. His fur ruffled gently in the breeze. Sleeping. "I feel sorry for you," Mary said. "You know, my cat can dance. My cat can dance on hind legs," Mary said. "And my parrot knows 20 words, including ice cream." "Well, Sparky knows tricks too," I said. But she didn't believe me. Oh. The next day I made another poster, and I nailed it to the tree outside Mary Potts's house. It said, "Come see my trained sloth. 7 days away." Well, all week we trained in secret. Sometimes Sparky slept through practice, so I had to wake him up. "Come on, Sparky." And sometimes he forgot what he was doing, so we had to start all over again. "Sparky." And sometimes he took so long to fetch that I went inside and had dinner while I waited. "Go get the ball, Sparky. I'm just going to eat my spaghetti and meatballs." I was starting to think that the poster had been a mistake, but a promise is a promise. And on the day of the trained sloth extravaganza, my mother set up lawn chairs, and 3 people came to see Sparky perform. My mother, Mary Potts, and Mrs. Edwin, the crossing guard. Mrs. Edwin approved of Sparky because he never ran in the street. "Do I look like a ringmaster?" I asked my mother. "You look very interesting," she said to me. And I put a little glitter on Sparky just before the curtain went up. Oh, I kept wishing I had written on the poster 2 tricks instead of countless tricks. "Okay, play dead." And he did. "Roll over." And he didn't. "Speak." We all waited and waited. "Speak." Sparky looked at me. The only thing you could hear was the wind in the trees. "Oh, he has a very pretty coat, doesn't he?" Mrs. Edwin said. You can't just invent a brand new pet like that, Mary said. A pet that no one's ever had. My mother came out. She brought lemonade and cookies, but everyone had to leave. They said they were going. Sparky and I watched them. And then my mother made me put the chairs away. And afterward, I gave Sparky a cookie. But he ate it so slowly that I took it back again. It was getting dark, and I looked at him, and he looked at me. You could hear all the neighbor dogs barking. Ruff, ruff. I reached over and I tugged him on his claw. You're it, Sparky. You're it. And for a long, long time, he was. You are my Sparky, my only Sparky. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, Sparky, how much I love you. Oh, please don't take my Sparky away. Wow. I'm going to show you Charlie's Friends, where Sparky's favorite places. Right up here. Right up here. Hanging upside down from the tree. Good night, Sparky. That's my pet, Sparky, the sloth. Okay, well, I'm going to read one more story. One more story. Spaghetti in a hot dog bun. Do you like spaghetti? Do you like it in a hot dog bun? Oh, Charlie's Friend, do you smell the delicious smell of breakfast? Oh, that delicious smell of breakfast filled the air as Lucy's grandpa handed her a bowl. And she turned to her grandpa and said, Papa Gino. Harriet said she's never heard of ketchup on toast. Her family uses butter and jelly. It's okay. Not everyone likes the same thing. It doesn't mean one person is right or wrong. We're all different. What a boring world it would be if we were all alike. Do you remember what's really important? Papa Gino asked. Yes, Papa. Even if we're different from all the others on the outside, we all have a heart and feelings on the inside. That's my girl. Now remember, when you treat each other with love and kindness, you're doing the right thing, Papa Gino said. On the school bus, Lucy and her friend Harriet pulled out some paper and crayons. Sitting across from them was Ralph. As usual, Ralph sat all alone. Oh, staring out the window. He looked over at them and rolled his eyes. In the classroom, Lucy sat down near the teacher. Ralph hurried over and tripped, on Lucy's foot. And before long, he was glaring at her. And Ralph whispered, "Ralph, Ralph, I can't see the book with this poodle in front of me." Oh no, why did he have to say that? And why did it have to be me? During lunch, Harriet shouted out one of her silly jokes. As the girls ate, their bellies just roared with laughter. Across the table, Ralph hollered, "Yuck! What's that disgusting smell?" Who ever heard of eating spaghetti on a hot dog bun? Tony and the other children at the table turned away from Ralph, shaking their heads. But Ralph continued, "Poor little Lucy, with her hair so poofy." Tears filled Lucy's eyes. She began to cry. On the way home, Lucy thought about what had happened. Maybe Ralph's mean to me because he thinks being different is bad. I wish he could stop teasing me. Slowly, Lucy stepped off the bus. "How was your day?" Papa Gino asked. "Fine." Papa reached over and pulled a crayon out of her hair. "How did this happen? Why is there a crayon in your hair?" Lucy didn't say a word. That night, as Papa Gino tucked Lucy into bed, he said, "Is everything all right at school? Always remember, if something's not right, we can work on fixing it together." It's not that easy, thought Lucy. How do I stop Ralph from teasing me? How can he have a heart and be so mean? Oh, Lucy had a hard time falling asleep, worrying about what would happen. The following day, Lucy was surprised to find Ralph was leaving her alone. Until Lucy took the bag that Ralph handed her. And inside the bag were dog bones. Dog bones with a note. "Lucy, Lucy eats stinky food that puts us in a bad, big mood. Lucy, Lucy, hair shaped like a cone. Here's a treat for you, a yummy, ruff, ruff, doggy bone." The beating of Lucy's heart was so loud. "Stop! It hurts my feelings when you do this, Ralph. Please stop! Ralph turned and walked away. It was recess time and Lucy played alone. She didn't want to tell her teacher about Ralph. She was afraid of being a tattletale. Oh, Lucy wished that Papa Gino was there to help. What should I do? What should I do? Help! Cried a child off in the distance. Tony yelled. Ralph got himself stuck on the top of the monkey bars. It's the funniest thing I ever saw. This is my chance. I'll go tell Ralph how mean, how really mean he is. M-E-A-N, mean. So Lucy stomped off toward the monkey bars. And when she reached Ralph, she paused. She looked him in the eye and she said, what you did was so mean. So mean. Standing before Ralph, Lucy could hear her papa's words. Ralph did have a heart with feelings. And in that moment, Lucy decided what she would do. She saw tears in Ralph's eyes. He whispered, I'm scared. So Lucy reached out and said, here, take my hand. And she helped Ralph down. The two walked back to the classroom without saying a word. As the bus pulled up to Lucy's stop, Papa reached over and handed her a picture. Actually, Ralph handed Lucy a picture. Do you know what it was a picture of? It was a picture of Ralph's favorite animal, a dinosaur, and it said, to Lucy. Lucy was very happy, very, very happy. And she showed that picture to her papa when she got off the bus. Papa, there's this boy, Ralph, who was really, 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 really mean to me. And today he was in trouble, and I helped him. That took a lot of courage. I know it wasn't the easiest thing to do. You chose to treat others the way that you want to be treated. I'm so proud of you, Lucy. And as they walked home, Lucy asked Papa what was for dinner. And when Papa said, spaghetti, Lucy knew that immediately what she would have the next day for lunch. Her favorite. Her absolute favorite. Spaghetti in a hot dog bun. Yum, yum. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. Goodbye, Sloth. Goodbye, Sloth. Goodbye, Sloth. Goodbye, Sloth. We'll see you really soon. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. We'll see you really soon.